Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's amazing tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to create this amazing design, and let's get into the tutorials. So we'll be moving into our Canva, and we scroll up to custom size. Your width will be 1000. You click on the height and make your height 1000. Then you click on create new design. So here we are. The first thing we are going to be doing is to bring in our elements. Yeah, it's only 3 with the sample, so let's bring it in. So as you can see this, you will see that this images has a background. We need to remove the background, so very fast we'll be heading to photo room to remove our backgrounds. So you click on start photo, and see start photo here. Click on start photo. This is the first image. Great. So to remove the background, you click on transparent here. Then you click on export to export your image. Great. As you can see here, it said it has been synced and saved. So let's bring this back. You click done. Then let's select the next photo. So we are going to be changing this also. So also changing. Yeah, you scroll up a little bit under classic here. You see transparent. You repeat the same process. Click transparent. Click export. Great. So we head back to our Canva now. We click on gallery again. Let's click on gallery again. So I'm seeing this from free class. Let me go to recent. Now tap on the 2. Can you see the background has been removed? So we won't be needing this anymore. Let's delete. So we can just minimize this and bring it to this corner. Now the next thing we are going to be doing, judging from this, is to bring in a square. So here you type on this, you click on this box here, this space at this top, and type square. Then you can use this arrow at the top here to send, or use this enter sign. So let me click on it. Great. You can see shape shaders, our square. You click on it and you bring it up here. You reduce with this. You can see it's already showing, so you reduce. I think it's okay like this. I can use this here to bring it a little bit downward. Yeah, perfect. So I need to change the color to a light dark. Yeah, perfect. So let me click on this first one and increase the size. Great. So you see it's at the back of this our element, the square element. So you scroll this down to position, then you tap on to front. Great. So the next thing for us to do now is for us to bring this image down here. I think it's appearing at the back. It's okay that way. then you increase. Yeah, perfect, great. So what we are going to be doing here now is that we will need to cover the entire space here with a white shadow. So what you do next now is to bring a shadow element. So let's find a shadow element. I think it's here. Yeah, let's bring it in. This is a straightened line shadow. This is circle shadow. I think circle shadow will work better at this point, so we can increase and change the color. So to change the color now, we need to move to effects. You can see effects here. Once you click on the shadow, let me click any area, let me click on the shadow again. You can see it's being highlighted. You see some options down here popping up. So you are going to scroll it to effects. After you touch effect, you are going to touch dual tone. You tap dual tone. You tap dual tone once again, like twice, and it's going to show you something like this. You will need to make the both of them white in color. So click on this dark space here and scroll it down to white. You tap anywhere around the screen, then you can see that this other one is not white also. You click on it and scroll it up to white, and make sure that this color code turns to FFF. For instance, if it's moved down here, this side is black, it's 000 in 6 places, and if it moves up here, it's F, it's white, and white is FFF. You tap anywhere around the screen, then you click on this cancel sign. That's great. Now the next step for us now is to bring this down here, then you start duplicating to cover all areas. Now you see, continue duplicating. So how do you duplicate? You duplicate by clicking this duplicate option at the middle there. That's how we duplicate. So you want to duplicate, you click on this. Yeah, so let's duplicate and cover more spaces. Yeah, I think that's great. Then you duplicate one more and reduce the size, bring it around here. But we need to duplicate this side also. Great, let's duplicate. Yeah, so it seems it's okay now. So I think we've covered majority of the parts now. So what is left now is for us to bring forward the images and the elements around there. So you are going to click on one of the shadows. You scroll this downward part to layers. Now you see layers, you click on layers, then you find the element. So this is the first one and this is the second one. So let's click on this. You hold it tight and bring it upwards. Can you see? And go back here, click on the second one, hold it tight and bring it just under the first one, and that is it. Great. So that's the first step. Let us you can click on this and scroll this down to nudge area. Nudge, that's under nudge. Can you see? Then you can click on this side to nudge it here a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So if you look at this very well, you see that around here there's an angle here that your square is showing. You need to cover that up also. You can click on one of your shadows and copy. So being there, you can just scroll to position to send to back. You can see it has been sent to back. You can now keep start. You can start clicking forward one after the other to cover your issue. So since it's appearing here, let's send it to back. So you just click backward once. Yeah, that's good. I will send to back. Think we are moving. So the next thing for us to do now is we would start typing in our texts. Before typing our text, it seems there should be a shadow reflection under this leg. So it won't be as if the man is just standing on an empty space. So you are going to be clicking on element again. You remove this. You want to replace it with shadow. So in this shadow now, you are going to find one that does not have all this crown. All this crown are all Canva Pro. During the course of the training, we will be giving you how to grab your Canva Pro for free. What you are going to be doing, will be selecting one of the shadows that is not on Pro. So what you do is to click the see all option here. Now let's search. Great, you can see we are having some. It's not, this one is free, there is no crown. This one is free, this one is free, this one is free. You can see them. So we're choosing on let's use this. Great. So you place this down below this foot and reduce the size. So you can come to nudge and nudge it. Great. I think what is next now, I'll click on element and remove this and click on square to bring back your square. But here you can see this one is showing graphics and we are not needing graphics. This is what you are going to do. You will come and click, you are going to click this X here to remove the graphic option because we need shapes. Can you see? Now here now it's showing recently used. I'll move this here now and see the square that you recently used. Or you can just click on shapes here, this shape here, and click on it to show you a lot of shapes. Can you see them? So that's that. So now we're using let's click see all here to see if we can have a square shape down there. We are not having any. This square that we have is not properly edged. So let's type square here. Okay, we have square option here. Let's just click on it. Great. Can you see? It's showing shape up here and it's already giving us a perfect square. So you click on it. So this one will be editable. You can see. So you move it downwards, bring it around there, move it downwards, and yeah, perfect. We can go to nudge and move it down a little. Great. Let's start bringing. Let's start bringing in our text now. Happy birthday. So you'll be clicking on T now. This T, that's your text. Click on T. You'll be clicking on add a heading to make it so rather than you type birthday. Bring it down. You can use this side to increase the font. Yeah. So click on text again. This time around we'll be using subheading. So that's one will be happy. Happy. But it's on bold. As you can see, we are going to remove it from bold. Let's right click the mark sign, click it again, then go to B format. You can see B format here. Click on B format, then remove the bold. Can you see? Great. And turn it like this. You can see what you are using to turn. You are using these brackets. Turn it like this. Since you need to make it bold, so it's not reflecting very well this way. So let's go to B and make it bold. Okay. So if you look at this, you see the Y is already coming down below. So what you do is to hold this line here and drag this line. And you see this line, you drag it to make it complete. Happy. And you bring it here. Happy. So that's that. Let's reduce the size. So be happy. Let's increase the birthday. We want everything to be of the same. Yeah. So let me nudge up. And let me increase this happy. We want it to be of the same. Let me nudge. Okay, it's not as big as the B already. Let's come to font size here. Click on font size. Here you can increase the size very well. Can you see? Yeah. Great. Great. So this is 15. Let's just make it like 13. So you can see it's disappearing. Since it disappeared, I just use this undo to return it back. That's undo and redo. So I use this undo to return it back. I actually wanted to use figure. So I have tapped on the happy now. Let me move down here to 15 points. Click on the 15. Now change it to 13 or 13.4. Then click on next. Yeah. So it has been reduced. Let's leave it like this. The next thing to do is to change the color of our birthday to this purple color. Well, let's go to color here. Tap on color. We're using purple. I think this is okay. Great. Now let's click on happy also. The color, I think this is okay. Good. So our birthday, we need to change the font. Let's click on our font. Click the up arrow sign. For the sake of this tutorial, we click on try calligraphy. We'll be using a font called League Pattern. League Pattern. Here is it. That's great. So now let's nudge it back down. Great. Now I think the next thing for us to do now is to type the name Lewis Anderson. Click on this, click on little body. Let's use little body. Lewis Anderson. You click on this and improve it and increase it. Sorry, increase. So let's go to font again and click on the arrow up. So let me remove that. For this one, I'll be using above. You can see it on the screen already. Above the beyond script. That's what we're using. In case yours is not bringing it automatically, click on it. Can you see? Perfect. So let's knot this back. Great. So let's reduce the font to that edge and knot again. Great. So let's click again and click add the little bit of body. We're using this for the wishes. Let's bring one near. Make sure it's still with the happy. Then let's duplicate again. One will be there. Then let's duplicate again. One will be on this dash. Let's change the color of this to white. Great. And let's start from this. Happy birthday, superstar. Let's type that. Cheers to another year of greatness. Let's increase this side. We can increase this here and here. Can you see? Yeah. So here we are having designed by. Increase this side. Make designed by. I'm going to be using my brand name, so you can also come up with a brand. Thomas Graphics, something digital, something graphics, something studios, and so on. So I say Wellspring Graphics, Wellspring Studios. But mine is Wellspring Digital, so I'm using Wellspring Digitals. So I'll need to bold it. Let's move to bold. And bold is on B. Can you see the B? B format here. I click on B. That's for bold. Until it's omitting one line, so we need to drag here to make it complete. Since it's this big, to reduce the font by dragging it on the end. Yeah, so that's it. The next thing for us to do is to bring in our logos. So click on gallery. Okay, the logos are already here. 1, sorry for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, since that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Let's add it. So you can zoom the screen so you can see this very well. Let's reduce and bring down here. The other one reduce, maybe down here. The other one reduce, maybe down here. The other one reduce, maybe down here. And the last one reduce, maybe down here. So to get the exact shape, you need to increase here. So let's reduce this to fit in the size. bring it here. You can bring it with your fingers, or you can nudge. But nudging might waste time. So I think using fingers will be better. 2, come here. 3, this will come here. Okay, 4. Make sure they all rhyme. Then this will come here, making 5. Great. So let me note this down. I think the next thing to do is to merge them together. So you click on the first one, scroll this to more here, and you see more, 3 dots. So let's expand a little bit more and move it up so we can be able to. So click on multiple here. Once you click on multiple, the grouping process will start. You can see this one is reflecting 1, and this side is reflecting 1. I click on this again to become 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Then I click down here to group them. Group. Perfect. Click the SI and mark sign. Click on this. Move it forward to make design. I'm using notch. Yeah, it's a little bit close now. Great. Now let me merge it with the design by Westspring Editors. You click on this support here again. Then you click on design. Can you see making 2? You click on group. Great. Now let's see, click the X sign and mark. Let's see now. I see they are all moving. So you just carefully place it at the center, or you can use position that is beside node here. Then you click on align in this middle. Then you click on center. That's what you just selected to fall at the center. Can you see? So I think with this we have almost come to an end. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to make sure that the white reflection is showing at this edge also. So let's bring in our shadow again. Great. So let's place it around there. Yeah. Okay, so we move back to effects. Click on effect, click on dual tone, tap twice on custom, tap your black, move it to white, tap anywhere on the screen, tap highlight also, move it to white, tap anywhere on the screen and tap the cancel sign. So the next thing for us to do is to click on position, to move it backward. You click this backward once, click it twice, click it the third time. Oh, you want to put it at the top of this shape, so you bring it up. Yeah, perfect. So with this now, we have come to the end of this tutorial. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to remove this. Forget to remove this. Click on the bin up here. You click on the bin up here, it is the sign for delete. Great. So the next thing we are going to be doing is you'll be clicking on download at this corner here. Click on download, then click download down there, and it's downloading. Great, it has been downloaded. So the next thing for you to do is to go to Snapseed to further brighten your design. So remove the smart seed now, and now call Snapseed. Click on it. Now see our design. Click on it. So the first thing you'll be doing is to click on Tools. Click on Tune Image. So you can move your hand either upwards or downward, or right or left on the screen. You place your hand on the screen and move it forward. Can you see? And move it backward. Don't make sure you don't release your hand. So brightness, you move it forward, you see, and backward. Make sure you are not too forward and too backward, so it won't alter your design. So a little bit is enough. Let's go make brightness 8. Move it up again. Contrast. Then make our contrast 14. Saturation, you can also adjust. Let me use ambience 5. Then let me go to warmth 6. Now you come down here and click this mark sign. You can place your hand on it, long press to see the before and the after. So next is to click on Tools again. You go to Details. You can see details here. Also, when you move your hand upwards, you see structure and lightness of the structure. You can increase to 20, and the sharpening, I think 15 is okay. I come down here again and click the mark sign. Place your hand on it to see the before and the after. It seems there is no much change in this, but you can see that the design phase will be much more better. So the next thing to do now is to click on Export. Then you click Share. So you can see, so your design is ready, and go ahead and share it in the group. So I hope the lecture and tutorial has been helpful. See you in the next video, and good luck with your designs.